Hi everyone, Jeb here with Earth and Turf. Today we're going to be looking at the multi-spread 220, the little brother to the 320, looking at the maintenance aspects and how you can best care for this unit to ensure the long life that you're looking for. First things first, this is a ground drive unit. We're not looking at the hydraulic models, and this is the 220, so slightly smaller than the 320, but a lot of the same mechanics and systems, so this maintenance would apply to the 320 as well. You'll notice on this machine that the material goes in right here and then goes out the back underneath this shroud through the beater. So a really simple system. Most of the dirt is going to be inside, but very little on the outside. We do recommend just an overall pressure wash. That way it'll keep the cosmetics clean, keep your unit looking nicer for longer, and then pressure washing all of the material out of the inside of the spreader. We never recommend storing material in the spreader itself. Once you're done cleaning the outside of the spreader, we'd recommend coming in with a pressure washer and pressure washing in the clean out ports. These holes are laser cut into the side of the spreader intentionally. You can see that last one there is hidden by the sprocket when it's in the disengaged position. Each of those ports are designed to be pressure washed so that you can clean out the underside of the belt. This ensures that no sand, compost, or topsoil builds up under the belt and packs around the roller, causing belt tracking issues and more. We'd recommend cleaning the unit underneath the belt and the entire unit after each big use, and especially before storing long term. The next thing I'm going to notice is the chains right here. These chains are what drop onto the axle and propel the spreader itself. You want to make sure that they're clean, pressure washed, there's no buildup of sand or soil in the chain itself. And then after you clean them, we recommend using a graphite or chain lubricant, something that's going to build up and keep the rust off of the chain and help them to move freely. One of the easier parts to maintain is going to be your tires. Make sure that they're set to proper pressure. Reading the side of this one specifically recommends 50 psi, so make sure you fill as needed. You'll also see a little grease zerk right here. That's on each of the hubs and ensures that they're going to take the grease that they need to move freely. We recommend that you grease those once or twice a year, depending on how much you use the spreader. As a helpful note when cleaning and lubricating your spreader, I would recommend that you look at your beater itself and make sure that everything moves freely. You should see here that everything moves easily. There's nothing jammed or bound in here. I'd clean these paddles, make sure that there's nothing lodged in between them like this, like a stick or a stone. And if so, make sure that that's moved. That way the beater moves freely and your belt moves freely behind it. The last thing I want to talk about as far as the maintenance side is making sure that your belt is tight and tracking properly. You'll see right here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that lock this bearing into the frame itself. So to tighten the belt, you would loosen each of those 4 and then tighten this nut right here, pushing the bearing this direction. This spreader has been used, so this tension has been suitable for the application this spreader was in. If you're running sand or a heavier material, you may need to tighten the belt a little bit more, but please be cautious that you don't over tighten the belt and cause premature stress and wear on your belt itself. You'll see right in here, I can actually stick my finger into the roller. This roller in the front is not solid, which means that material can collect in there. It's intentionally so to keep it from packing around the belt and mushrooming the belt or growing it as the material packs around. But we do leave that open so that it doesn't pack and you can clean it out. I'd recommend sticking a pressure washer in both of these angles and washing all the material out of the belt frequently. Though we don't have a recommended storage method for these spreaders, there are a couple of easy things you can do. For number one, you could retract the hitch by loosening this 9/16 nut and bolt and then retracting it all the way in. That way your hitch is not taking up extra space. Likewise with your handle, you actually have wing nuts that you could loosen to tuck the handle all the way back in and then flip it upwards. That would take the least amount of space. However, it's up to you how you'd like to store it. We do recommend storing inside if you have the space available. That's all for this video. Hope it was helpful and gave you a couple of tips and tricks on how to take care of your top dresser. In summary, you just want to keep it clean and keep it lubricated. Any moving parts need to be lubricated if they're a chain or steel on steel, or of course the belt, it needs to be clean so that it has good contact to the steel parts and moves evenly and effectively. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at 888-693-2638. Thanks very much and have a great day.